So, just a few, sort of Portland-centric questions.
Yeah.
Because you've been quite a presence here with the Grimm Gala, and I know the final one is coming up in February, right?
It's going to be January 28th now.
Oh, January 28th.
Yeah.
Okay, and that's the fundraiser for the Dornbecker Children's Hospital.
Yes, for the Grimster Endowment specifically.
And so, obviously you've made a real impact on Portland.
And it's made an impact on me.
And so, what do you mean when you say it's made an impact on you?
We're quite itinerant in the way we live and work, and we move around a lot. This is the longest, I think, span of time I've lived anywhere as an adult.
Really?
Truly, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I came to realize that like last year. I've never been anywhere consecutively as long as I've been in Portland.
Wow.
And, so that had an impression on me. I have a home here, and I really have a sense of community here, which I've never had before. There's something about, I've lived in big cities my whole life, and this is kind of a mid-sized city, and there's something so comforting in that I've never experienced before, where you see the same faces sometimes on a regular basis as you walk down the street, or you get to know your local so-and-so and this and that. And when you get involved in any sort of philanthropic charitable effort, you could really feel the impact of your involvement. It ripples throughout the city, and that's not the case normally with very large cities. So there's something about feeling connected and knowing that your presence, your involvement does affect other people, and you could actually see that firsthand, and that I feel that's really inspiring. I feel that's really inspiring. And Portland's just been so kind to us. From the moment we got here, there was just this, they rolled out the carpet, the flannel carpet.
The Portland Airport
yeah,
carpet.
and they were so kind to us that it didn't take much for us to want to repay that.
Well, what's it going to be like when the show ends? I mean, are you going to say goodbye to Portland? Or?
I'm not. I'm not going to be based here because that's not feasible for me at this time.
Yeah.
I'll go back to LA, but I have a home here. I intend to keep my home here. I intend to remain involved with the Dornbecker. I'm on the board at the Dornbecker Hospital, and I have wonderful friends here and investments and so on. So I have a whole life here.
Yeah.
And I'd like to maintain that for a while, and I could see myself raising a family here too at some point.
Wow. Well, and in terms of the show, I mean, what kind of emotions are you feeling now that the show is nearing its end?
I mean, there's a lot of emotions, and they, fortunately, because we've had this gift of a final season to not only wrap up the story, but to be able to kind of wrap up our participation here. It's like this slow kind of. I don't know. I guess I'm slowly mourning it, like along the way. It's not like just I don't feel like we've been yanked off the air and all of a sudden this I've just hit this like kind of emotional wall. It's just like every day there's a little something that I kind of mourn or kind of pay attention to. I notice that this is the last time I'm on this particular set or so forth, and take note of it. But yeah, it's a very bittersweet ending.
Yeah, that's what Silas said.
We are very close, strangely close as a cast and a crew, and it's going to be very odd to be here without them, to not see these people on a daily basis, to not have this dynamic in my life, as it has been the last 6 years. That's going to be very difficult.